Okay, let's take a look at Nigerian football, because the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Mr. Amaju Pinnick, has said that Nigeria could bid to co-host the African Cup of Nations with Guinea in 2025, because Guinea, we understand that CAF will be stripping Guinea the rights of hosting that Nations Cup. Now let's take a look at that caption and let's discuss this story. Nigeria all of a sudden wants to bid to hold the 2025 African Cup of Nations. That's the story coming up this morning.
We call ourselves the Giants of Africa. And for once, I don't think we've ever hosted the African Nations Cup.
1980, we hosted it.
Okay, that was long ago. And as the Giants of Africa, we are supposed to, before now, host some other Nations Cup. I don't fancy the chance that
it's a quick intervention, because Guinea might be stripped off.
I would prefer.
And we're seeing the larger Nations Cup in 2025.
Okay, so I would prefer Nigeria to be the sole host of that competition.
Can Nigeria suddenly host the African Cup of Nations?
We have time.
How many stadiums? You know about 8 stadiums. 2025.
Yes, we can. There is
only one good stadium in Nigeria, and maybe one or two, Abuja and Uyo.
Then we have to work on so many things. 2025
our budget,
is not around the corner.
We know how the country is now.
Yes, that's okay. Let's take aside, if we take out corruption from this country, you will find out that there are so many things we can do, sport-wise, health-wise, education-wise, and so many, and a lot not even mentioned.
Let me ask you one question.
Okay.
To host the Nations Cup, you need about maybe $1 billion or $2 billion. Is it worth the investment for Nigeria to spend about $2 or $3 billion to host the African Cup of Nations when the country is heavily indebted?
Let's pray and believe that by that time we'll have a change in government.
2025.
We should have a good government by that time. For Christ's sake, other nations that has been hosting this competition before now, we place Nigeria above them as a giant of Africa, so we can do better.
By 2026, the World Cup in USA is going to be hosted by almost 5 countries: USA, Mexico, Canada. It's a big tournament, and so if USA is co-hosting the World Cup for 2026, what's the big deal? What's the fuse about Nigeria co-hosting with Benin Republic?
Okay, let me say, I would have loved the facts, or I would have loved a scenario whereby Nigeria supposed to be the sole host. But if it happens that the finance involved is too much, then there is no problem co-hosting. But like you said earlier, that Guinea may likely be pulled out. But I strongly believe, and let me come back to this. This is football. This is an investment. A country like Nigeria,
we're not going to make too much profit, because football in Nigeria is not generally not profitable.
We can work on something. We can work on something before then. 2025 is about 3 years from now.
It's 3 years from now to host a sudden World Cup, a sudden Nations Cup.
It's a Nations Cup.
Yes,
for Christ's sake,
not
a World Cup.
It takes a lot of time. You're not just going to out of the blues and just say, okay, we're ready. This is Nigeria talking about security. You have to look at security. You have to look at accommodation. You have to look at roads, network, transportation. These are the things you have to look at.
Rome was not built in a day, for sure. So, like I said earlier on, if the needful is being done from now against 2025, actually there is nothing impossible. But with the amount you just mentioned being involved, that's a whole lot of money. So for a start, okay, I will finally say it's better they co-host with some other nation when it comes. But in subsequent times, Nigeria should be able to host a competition itself. For Christ's sake, we are the giant of Africa. We have the revenue, we have the resources. It's just that we don't have a good government to checkmate and put everything in place.